Here is the surf forecast for the San Luis Obispo County beaches. Chance of thunderstorms. This afternoon through Wednesday, surf heights 5 to 8 feet. Thunderstorm potential, chance. Water temperature 55 to 57 degrees. Tides, high tide 5.0 feet at 4:40 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Low tide 1.6 feet at 11:13 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. High tide 3.5 feet at 4:36 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Low tide 0.9 feet at 10:32 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Remarks, mixed west swell and south swell. Thursday, surf heights 7 to 10 feet. Thunderstorm potential, slight chance. Tides, high tide 5.5 feet at 5:20 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Low tide 0.8 feet at 12:21 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. High tide 3.4 feet at 6:08 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Low tide 1.5 feet at 11:19 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Remarks, west swell. At 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Tuesday, December 19th, these were the conditions. At San Luis Obispo, it was cloudy. The temperature was 63, and the relative humidity 82%. The wind was east at 7 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.80 inches and falling. At Monterey, it was mostly cloudy. The temperature was 56. At Salinas, it was mostly cloudy. The temperature was 59. At Paso Robles, light rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 57. At Bakersfield, haze was reported. The temperature was 57. At Santa Maria, it was mostly cloudy. The temperature was 59. At Santa Barbara, light rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 62. The following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. A wind advisory has been issued from 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time Wednesday until 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time Thursday for the San Luis Obispo County Mountains. You are listening to NOAA weather radio station KIH31, broadcasting on a frequency of 162.55 megahertz. The station is operated by the National Weather Service in Oxnard, California, and transmits from a tower on Cuesta Peak near San Luis Obispo. A flood watch. Flood watch remains in effect from 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time this evening through late Thursday night. What? The high risk of flooding caused by excessive rainfall. Where? All of Los Angeles, Ventura, Santa Barbara, and San Luis Obispo counties in southwest California. When? From 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time this evening through late Thursday night. Impacts. This is a high risk for flooding of extensive roadway flooding, especially in low-lying areas, including rock and mudslide activity on canyon and mountain roadways. Significant travel delays and road closures should be expected. There is a risk for flash flooding and debris flows in recent burn scars, especially the South Fire burn scar in Ventura County. Significant creek flooding is expected, with enhanced river flows and a low but present risk of flooding in the Ventura River. Swift water rescues are expected. Additional details, periods of moderate to heavy rain and a chance of thunderstorms are expected with the upcoming storm system. Total rainfall estimates are 2 to 4 inches for most of the forecast area, with 4 to 8 inches possible across south-facing foothills and coastal slopes. Rainfall rates of 0.30 to 0.60 inches per hour are expected to be common, with isolated rates up to 1.00 inch per hour possible near thunderstorms and favored south-facing slopes. http://www.weather.gov/safety/flood. You should monitor later forecasts and be alert for possible flood warnings. Those living in areas prone to flooding should be prepared to take action should flooding develop. The coastal waters forecast for the following waters from Point Piedras Blancas to Point Sail and westward out to 10 nautical miles. Small craft advisory in effect through late tonight. Tonight, south winds increasing to 15 to 25 knots. Combined seas 6 to 8 feet, dominant period 11 seconds. Showers likely in the evening, then rain. Wednesday, southeast winds 20 to 25 knots, becoming south 15 to 25 knots. Gusts to 30 knots in the afternoon. Combined seas 6 to 8 feet, dominant period 12 seconds. Rain and a slight chance of thunderstorms. Wednesday night, southeast winds 10 to 20 knots. Wind waves 2 to 3 feet. West swell 6 to 8 feet at 14 seconds. Rain and a slight chance of thunderstorms. Thursday, east winds 10 to 15 knots. Wind waves 2 feet or less. West swell 6 to 8 feet at 14 seconds. Showers and a slight chance of thunderstorms. Thursday night, northeast wind 5 to 10 knots. Wind waves 2 feet or less. Mixed swell west 4 to 6 feet at 14 seconds and south 3 feet at 7 seconds. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening. Rain. Friday, north winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming northwest 10 to 15 knots in the afternoon. Wind waves 2 feet or less. Mixed swell west 4 to 6 feet at 12 seconds and south 3 feet at 7 seconds. A chance of rain. Friday night, northwest winds 10 to 20 knots with gusts to 25 knots. Wind waves 2 to 4 feet. Northwest swell 5 to 6 feet at 10 seconds, building to 6 to 8 feet at 8 seconds after midnight. A chance of rain. Saturday, north winds 10 to 15 knots. Wind waves 1 to 3 feet. Northwest swell 6 to 8 feet. A chance of rain. Sunday, north winds 5 to 10 knots. Wind waves 2 feet or less. Northwest swell 6 to 8 feet. A slight chance of rain. Winds and seas higher and near thunderstorms. The coastal waters forecast for the following: the waters from Point Piedras Blancas to Point south from 10 nautical miles to 60 nautical miles. Small craft advisory in effect through late tonight. Tonight, south winds 15 to 20 knots in the evening, becoming 20 to 25 knots. Combined seas 7 to 9 feet, dominant period 11 seconds. Showers likely in the evening, then rain. Wednesday, south winds 15 to 25 knots with gusts to 30 knots. Combined seas 6 to 7 feet, dominant period 11 seconds, building to 8 to 9 feet, dominant period 12 seconds in the afternoon. Rain and a slight chance of thunderstorms. Wednesday night, southeast winds 10 to 15 knots in the evening, becoming 15 to 20 knots with gusts to 25 knots. Wind waves 2 to 4 feet. West swelling to 10 feet at 14 seconds. Rain and a slight chance of thunderstorms. Thursday, east winds 15 to 20 knots. Combined seas 8 to 9 feet, dominant period 14 seconds. Rain in the morning. A slight chance of thunderstorms. Showers in the afternoon. Thursday night, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots in the evening, becoming 5 to 10 knots. Wind waves 2 feet or less. West swell 5 to 7 feet at 14 seconds. Showers and a slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then rain likely. Friday, north winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming northwest 15 to 20 knots with gusts to 25 knots in the afternoon. Wind waves 2 to 4 feet. Northwest swell 5 to 6 feet at 12 seconds. A chance of rain. Friday night, northwest winds 20 to 30 knots. Combined seas 8 to 11 feet, dominant period 9 seconds. A chance of rain in the evening, then a slight chance of rain. Saturday, northwest winds 15 to 25 knots. Combined seas 10 to 12 feet. A slight chance of rain. Sunday, north winds 15 to 20 knots. Combined seas 8 to 11 feet. A slight chance of rain. Winds and seas higher and near thunderstorms. The coastal waters forecast for the following: waters from Point south to Santa Cruz Island, California, and westward 60 nautical miles, including San Miguel and Santa Rosa Islands. Small craft advisory in effect through late tonight. Tonight, south winds 10 to 20 knots with gusts to 25 knots. Combined seas 7 to 8 feet, dominant period 11 seconds. Showers likely in the evening, then rain likely. Wednesday, south winds 15 to 25 knots with local gusts to 30 knots. Strongest around Point Conception. Combined seas 6 to 7 feet, dominant period 11 seconds, building to 7 to 9 feet, dominant period 12 seconds in the afternoon. Rain and a slight chance of thunderstorms. Wednesday night, south winds 10 to 20 knots in the evening, becoming southeast 15 to 20 knots. gusts at 25 knots. Strongest around Point Conception. Wind waves 2 to 4 feet. West swell 7 to 9 feet at 14 seconds. Rain and a slight chance of thunderstorms. Thursday, southeast winds 10 to 20 knots. Wind waves 2 to 3 feet. West swell 8 to 9 feet at 14 seconds. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the morning. Showers. A chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Thursday night, east winds 10 to 20 knots with gusts to 25 knots. Wind waves 2 to 4 feet. West swell 6 to 8 feet at 14 seconds. Showers and a slight chance of thunderstorms. Friday, north winds 10 to 15 knots. Wind waves 1 to 3 feet. West swell 5 to 6 feet at 12 seconds. Rain likely in the morning, then a slight chance of rain. Friday night, northwest winds 20 to 30 knots. Combined seas 8 to 11 feet, dominant period 9 seconds. A slight chance of rain. Saturday, northwest winds 15 to 25 knots. Combined seas 9 to 12 feet. A slight chance of rain. Sunday, north winds 10 to 20 knots. Wind waves 2 to 3 feet. Northwest swell 7 to 10 feet. Winds and seas higher and near thunderstorms. This is a marine weather statement for the following waters from Point Piedras Blancas to Point. Sail and westward out to 10 nautical miles, the waters from Point Piedras Blancas to Point. South from 10 nautical miles to 60 nautical miles, and waters from Point south to Santa Cruz Island, California, and westward 60 nautical miles, including San Miguel and Santa Rosa Islands. Scattered thunderstorms possible across the coastal waters tonight through late Thursday night. A moist and unstable storm system will bring the potential for thunderstorms to the coastal waters. Any thunderstorm that forms will be capable of producing locally gale-force winds and rough seas, dangerous lightning, heavy rainfall with reduced visibility, and water spouts. Here is the latest weather synopsis. Back-to-back storm systems will bring cloudy, cool, and wet weather across the region through much of this week. The first storm system will bring periods of generally light showers through tonight. A stronger storm will bring several hours of steady, moderate to heavy rain and gusty winds Wednesday and Friday, with threats for flooding and thunderstorms. Drier weather with gusty northwest winds likely to follow Saturday. Generally quiet weather is expected for Christmas Eve and day. The forecast for the San Luis Obispo County coast tonight, showers likely. Lows in the mid to upper 50s. South winds around 15 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 70%. Wednesday, rain with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Highs in the upper 50s to mid 60s. South winds 15 to 25 miles an hour. Wednesday night, rain with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the lower 50s. Southeast winds around 15 miles an hour. Thursday, showers with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall. Highs in the upper 50s to mid 60s. East winds around 15 miles an hour in the afternoon. Thursday night, showers with a slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then rain likely after midnight. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall in the evening. Lows around 50. Friday, mostly cloudy with a chance of rain in the morning, becoming partly cloudy with a slight chance of rain in the afternoon. Highs in the lower to mid 60s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Friday night, partly cloudy with a 20% chance of rain. Lows in the mid to upper 40s. Saturday, partly cloudy with a 20% chance of rain. Highs in the upper 50s to mid 60s. Saturday night, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 30s to mid 40s. Sunday, sunny. Highs in the upper 50s to mid 60s. Sunday night, mostly clear in the evening, then partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 30s to mid 40s. Christmas Day, partly cloudy. Highs in the lower to mid 60s. Monday night, mostly cloudy. Patchy fog after midnight. Lows in the lower to mid 40s. Tuesday, mostly cloudy. Patchy fog in the morning. A 20% chance of rain in the afternoon. Highs in the lower to mid 60s.